Deric Kramer had kind of a wacky week up in Seattle, didn't he?
Yeah, he really did. And again, this is another guy where we've seen those flashes. We've seen the car kind of start to come back to where we'd expect it to be, but they just haven't been able to put a whole weekend together the way they'd want to.
Talking about the Get Biofuel car in Seattle, with 3 available qualifying sessions, they only made 1.
Yeah.
On one of them, they backed the car out of the pit area, turned it around, ran over a sharp rock, and punctured the front tire. Now, you can't change a tire on one of these things quite like you can on a NASCAR car. But they got it swapped and got back up there. They were second pair. If they'd have been fourth pair, they'd have made the run. But they weren't available when it was their turn to run, so they missed it. And then they came up one run. The car wouldn't start. It was just kind of a crazy weekend. I think they're glad to put that one behind them and get back here to Heartland Park, Topeka. They are Division 5 players. So the Kramer family, they've made a lot of laps up and down this racetrack in a lot of different race cars.
And to me, the story on Deric's season goes back to one number, and that number is 8, which is the average qualifying spot for Kramer's car. When you qualify in the middle of the field, you're typically racing a car that is the closest one to you in performance, and it sets you on a much more difficult path. It is a study to me, and the qualifying position this year, I've been paying really close attention to it, especially in Pro Stock. And if you're an average 8-9 qualifier, you find yourself on the wrong end of a lot of very close first-round drag races.
Sitting on top right now is Christian Cuadra. Can his brother or Deric Kramer take that away? Disregarding the red light in qualifying, of course. 6:67, 2:06 for Junior. Deric goes 6:68, 2:05. So Christian will stay number 1. We got a 65, we got a 67, we got a 60, or we got a 66, 67, 68. We're going to play Pro Stock Blackout Bingo here in a minute.
You got some other stuff in your hand that's fairly important as well.
I do. Hey, do you know Jerry Benedict?
Nope.
Do you know Richard Kahn?
Nope.
Would you like to meet him?
I would love to.
They would like to meet you, I guarantee you.
We have your credit cards and race control.